And we are live. What is up, everybody? And welcome back to episode 99, James. 99.
99, baby.
Oh my God. Welcome
We
back,
are
Checkpoint.
so close.
Brought to you by Strictly Casual, your #1 show, rounding up all the hottest gaming news stories of the week and wrapping up the stuff that you need to know about. I'm one of your hosts, Vincent DeSantis. Today, always joined by the one and only James Walmer. James, how you doing today, dude?
We're doing great. It's slow morning, but we're good.
Good. It's a quick morning for me. I just had like a quick turnaround. I feel like I got up and just like,
Yeah.
oh, bam, 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 bam. That's
Wow,
crazy.
good for you. I wish I was there. But I just had sleeping issues last night. Like I was telling you before the podcast, I went to bed at 10. I had 2 brews of me. It was pizza night with the roommate. So we
Yeah.
were cooking up some pies, having a great time, having
Hmm.
some brews. And I was like, you know what? Brews make me a little tired. So I was like, okay, I'm 10 o'clock. I'm gonna knock out for the
Yeah.
rest of the night. I'm gonna wake up early though, because my body really only needs like 6 hours of sleep. Because
Sure.
sometimes recently they've just been waking me up after like 6
Yeah.
hours. Focus on me, my body wakes me up after 4 hours. It's 2 a.m. I'm wide awake. I have heartburn. I start having a panic attack because I'm hot. Then I'm
God.
feeling the cold wind on me from my fan, and it's real cold. I'm like, fuck, am I hot? Am I cold? I have no idea what's going on. I'm feeling like Katy Perry. I
Wow.
take a few Tums, come back, drink some water, go back out. I said, I need some cold water. Go back out to the Brita, fill my glass up with some
Yep.
water, drink some water,
Hmm.
sit up in my bed for a little bit, do some breathing exercises, calm down, and then I finally went back to sleep. Woke up again at my alarm violently at 7 a.m.
I think this is what I've been noticing a while, James. Not about you. This is about the late night beer in general. Just like the token late night beer. Is it never sits well at night. Like
It never sits well.
there needs to be a buffer zone in between. Well,
Hmm.
you know what? I'm gonna start trying to like figure that out. How many hours do I need before the last sip of beer till sleep, till I can have a good night's sleep all the way through? You know?
It is a science, and
Right.
we need to run some tests.
I think by at least episode 150, we'll have an answer. At the very least. Okay. Guys, audio listeners, thank you so much for listening. You can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/strictlycasual. Please hit us with a rating on audio platforms and subscribe. We talk about it every week. Thank you guys for doing that. But guys, next Tuesday, coming up on February 15th, we have a big announcement for Strictly Casual. Fun stuff happening. A little something happening. So that is going to be revealed on the next episode of Freeze Frame, which releases on February 15th. But then that day, we're also going to be posting it to social media. So make sure you're following our Twitters and stuff. Tons and tons of fun. Today, we're talking about Sifu, the new Nintendo Direct. We're talking GTA 6, a lot of PlayStation indies, all sorts of good stuff.
Kind of a big week.
Yeah, it's like a Trojan horse. It's like a Trojan horse. You know, it's gonna come attack us all at once, and that's just what's gonna happen. Okay, but James, what have you been playing this week?
Oh my goodness. Oh my god. There's a game I jumped into this week that, oh my god,
Hellblade.
it happened.
What?
Well, I jumped
Okay.
into Hellblade.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for reminding me of that, because that was the game I was trying to think of.
Got it.
Hellblade, I played like maybe half an hour of it.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Cool.
So good.
Okay.
The combat was weirdly satisfying. Like I didn't expect it to be very
Hmm.
like, I don't know, I didn't expect it to be very satisfying, but
Yeah.
it was. It's very basic, but it's good.
Yeah.
But it's not combat heavy. Like it's not
Sure.
combat focused. At least not where I'm at. I'm still in the first hour of the game.
Yeah.
Um, and Senwa, I think that's her name. Senwa, is like she has psychosis, and so
Mm-hmm.
the experience of the game is as you're moving around this world and trying to figure out kind of like where you're going. I still don't even really know what's fully going on at this point.
Yeah.
You're hearing like voices all around. So it says that it's best played with headphones
Right.
because there's voice, like you will hear the voices in Senua's head
Mm-hmm.
all around you, trying to like direct you, misguide you. Really looking forward to hearing like or seeing what those voices. I don't know if they like symbolize something
Yeah.
artistically aside from them just being a part of her psychosis.
Yeah.
But I've
That's
been playing
interesting.
that. Haven't played any. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
No, it's interesting. It's a cool concept, and I've heard a lot of people like praise the storytelling in it,
Mm-hmm.
how it does it. So I can't wait to play it
It's
eventually.
very, very cool. Some cool puzzles in there too.
Yeah.
I re-downloaded Bloodborne,
Of course you did.
Vincent. I re-downloaded Bloodborne because
Yeah.
Elden Ring is right around the corner. My homeboy Gabe downloaded Bloodborne, just beat it
Yep.
right before Elden Ring came out, or is coming out, so he was super into that, so I was like, "Fuck, like, you're really into it now."
Uh-huh.
I wanna get back into it because 'cause you're talking about it all the time, talking about these bosses. I'm like, "Fuck, I love this game so much."
Yep.
So, we're back into that, and I
Did
think
you like
that
start
kinda
it over or
rounds
what did
out
you
my
do? Are you just picking it up playing?
No, I picked back up where I left my New Game Plus save, where I
Okay.
got stuck at Vicar Amelia, and I almost beat her,
Cool.
but another day. She lives another day.
That also reminds me that From Software released a statement this week saying that Dark Souls 3 servers will stay offline through the first couple weeks of Elden Ring's launch because they're worried that if they put them back up, there might be security issues for Elden Ring servers. So,
Mm,
um,
mhm.
yeah, very interesting. But we're two
Good
weeks
to hear
away
from stuff,
today. No,
which is insane.
hold on. Yeah? No, 1 week.
Does it come out on Friday?
No, 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks. It
When's the
comes out on the
18th?
25th. 18th is next week. I
Oh my
thought it comes
God.
out on the 25th
So, yeah, 2 weeks.
because 18th is Horizon.
Yep. 18th Horizon, 22nd is The Witch Queen, and 25th is Elden Ring.
Yes.
It's a busy
Back
week,
to back to
baby.
back, baby.
There's just no way. There's no way. Uh, have you been playing anything else this week?
No, but I've had Final Fantasy VII in and out of my cart, and I'm like, I don't know if I should get it now and just have it as an option in case I want to break from Elden Ring,
Speaking
or
of Final
I
Fantasy
don't know.
VII, baby, I am
You beat it.
no 35 hours in. I have two more chapters to go. It is
Oh
long,
shit.
baby, but it is so good. I found out I'm kind of like punching myself a little bit, James, because I play RPGs in a very interesting way. I find like armor, or like in this case, you have like a band on your arm that can fit materia slots, plus your weapon has materia slots, and you're kind of always switching those out depending on fights and stuff, like weaknesses. I found something that I like, and I've just been kind of sticking to it, and I've been making the game way harder for myself by not switching things out often enough.
You just won't upgrade?
Well, I'm doing it like once a chapter because, like, okay, this chapter has a lot of this type, so I'm changing the materia. But I should be doing it like every other encounter. People are saying, like, they're like, I was streaming and they're like, you're making this way harder for yourself not switching this out. I'm like, damn, maybe you're right. So that's been making the game go by a little faster because I was spending upwards of like 45 minutes to an hour on like a boss, like just redoing it over and
Mhm.
over, and they're like, oh dude, you're leveled up enough, like you should be able to take care of this guy in 20 minutes. I'm like, oh my God, okay, all right, cool.
Damn.
So that's been like super interesting. It's so good. I do have little gripes, but I won't get into it, but it's like very good, and I'm like emotionally attached to all these characters, even though this is only 1/3 of the full Final Fantasy story, or full Final Fantasy 7 story.
Man.
It's
I
great.
can't wait to play it.
I can't wait for you to play it.
Because here's my dilemma. It's on
Yeah.
sale right now for like
Hmm.
$40,
And that comes
right?
with Intergrade
Maybe a little
also.
less. That comes with Integrate.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, do I put it off and do I like wait till my backlog is really cleared out?
Right.
Or do I have it like ready there for like if something changes and
Yeah.
like I'm like, oh, I want to break from Elden Ring, that I can go into Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah. Um.
But then again, I know Elden Ring, like I'm very committed to my Souls games.
Oh yeah, I know you are.
Like I'm pretty much like it's really interesting because with a lot of other games, I'll kind of dabble between them.
Hmm.
But if I'm in a Souls-like game, I am fucking in it.
Yeah. Ah, and hey, 2 weeks, baby. I'm really.
2 weeks
My
on the end.
goal is to get Final Fantasy story done before Horizon comes out on the 18th because
Bold move.
I can do it. I think I have like 5 hours left, so we can do it. It'll happen.
I'm
But
really interested to hear your impressions of Horizon when that comes out.
me too, because I don't know if they're going to be necessarily good or not. We'll see.
Yeah.
And then also I've been playing more Destiny. I played a lot of Destiny this week. I played
Oh,
like
cool.
3 hours
How does that
last
feel?
night. Lots of fun. It's kind of worthless jumping in right now because I'm not really grinding for anything. I'm just stalking bounties so that when Witch Queen drops, I will then redeem all my bounties for like a little XP boost at the beginning of the season. But
Mhm.
that's it.
Mhm.
It's fun though. Jumped in with Cheesy, Gravy, Hydra, Rider last night, and it was tons and tons of fun. It was great.
Cool.
Great time.
One other game that I've been jumping a lot into is Unpacking. That game
Oh
was freaking
yeah.
made for me.
I know
That
it
game is
is.
made for me.
Yep.
I love it so much. I play like an hour of it and I was like, "Oh, okay, like it's a room," and then it just starts opening up in scale because it's like college It's a
Yeah.
dorm room, but then you got a little kitchen and you got a little it was also, like, very stressful at times
Oh,
because I
yeah.
was like, "Fuck, I don't know where I'm gonna put this pot." And I'm like,
Yeah.
this is, like, my everyday dilemmas that I'm in
S
just in this
yeah.
game, like, "Fuck, I have all this shit, and I
Mhm.
don't can I just get do I need all of this?" And I'm like,
You
"I don't have
need
an
it.
option to get rid
You
of
can't
anything.
get
I
rid of it.
need everything." So now I'm mad at homegirl in the game. I'm like, "Why the fuck do you have all this shit? Do you need 3 towels for your kitchen?"
Dude, just get ready. The storytelling that's gonna start happening. Where are you on the college one right now, or are you after college?
I'm the one right after the college, which is it gives me a whole, like, house floor plan, and I'm like, "Fuck, this is a lot too," but it was just so daunting. I was like, "Alright, I need to save this for
Get
another
ready for
day."
the 3-story last level. Like,
Holy fuck.
it's
It's
insane, dude.
equally exciting and daunting.
Daunting. Yeah. No, it's so good though. It's such a great game. If you haven't played Unpacking,
The
please.
music is good too.
It is. It's very relaxing and stressful at the same time, somehow.
Mhm.
Guys, let's start getting into the news, baby. This week, Sifu released to a big conversation. A big conversation happening this
Yeah.
week about accessibility and difficulty and
Okay,
all that good
this is
stuff.
always hold on. This is always the conversation when a
Yeah,
hard game comes out. This has been an ongoing conversation
yeah.
since I wanna say Sekiro
Oh, probably
came out in,
longer.
like,
Probably
2019, even
longer.
before then with the
Yeah.
Souls-like games.
Hmm.
As soon as the Souls-like genre got mainstream and, roguelite titles started to get more popular and more popular, this has been all a part of, but then again, there's 2 sides of this, and that there's good difficulty and bad difficulty. I'm actually gonna move my camera a little bit, hopefully. Um, but there's difficulty in which a game can get in the way of itself, and then there's difficulty in it's challenging for the player and gives incentive for the player to overcome huge challenges.
Right. So I'm looking a lot into it. I was listening to some other podcasts too, and I think the complaint in it is not necessarily like the straight up difficulty in the game. It's like there's no way some of like the parrying mechanics and stuff seems hard to master, like not hard to master, but hard to understand, and so people like can't get those mechanics down to then progress. They're like I'm gonna have to
They're
spend
just yeah, there's big hurdles.
yeah, it's a big hurdle, and the hurdle to some people is no big deal. They just love it, and other people that's like, oh, it's just not for me. Like I can't get past this. Like I can't
Mhm.
figure this out, and so like I'm not as motivated to finish the game anymore. That's like what I'm hearing a lot of. But
Some of the dodging is very specific that I've seen.
yeah, I mean, and it's a lot of like block up, block down type stuff too, which is so cool.
Mhm.
I mean, I find it super interesting, and I really liked Absolver, which was very difficult as well. This looks harder than
Mhm.
Absolver though. Um, and then so we got some reviews, but if people, I mean, people love it. People really, really love it, and some people do not. It's very like there's no one in the
It's
middle.
very split.
Yeah.
Right.
So first review comes from this is a roundup from GameSpot, of course, because they do the best job at roundups. This is from Washington Post, which gave it no score. This is from Gene Park, our boy. Sifu is a no-nonsense arcade brawler that can be played in short bursts or long sprints, depending on the commitment to perfect each level run. Despite its high skill ceiling, it offers rare treat in video game martial arts. A brutal
Balletic.
balletic
Like a
presentation.
ballet.
Ballet, yeah, I guess. If played well enough. If anything, it's worth playing just for the first level. That's from our boy
Wow, that's
Gene.
a very high praise just to play the first level alone.
Yeah.
Next review comes from Polygon from Patrick Gill saying, quote, Sifu is incredibly frustrating because beneath all of its messy, clunky, contriv- I don't know how to say this word.
Contrivances.
Contrivances?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Something like that.
I should really, yeah.
Anyway,
Hmm.
there is a fantastic action game that I really, really want to play, but Sifu can't get out of its own way, and its high concept ambitions spoil its fundamental pleasures. End quote.
It's interesting. And then
Mhm.
GameSpot gave it a 9 out of 10. They really damn near put their entire review in their review roundup, so I cut it down as much as I could. But Sifu will likely ignite the difficulty debate once again, which it has, and it's certainly a shame that more people won't get to experience the game because of the barrier for entry. Or barrier of entry, I guess. I don't really know. There's design and mechanical justification for having such a steep learning curve, though. It's part of what makes Sifu so compelling. Your journey from student to master is thrilling mainly because it's governed by your own improving skill level rather than traditional character progression. For unique and interesting as its aging mechanic is, it would not work without the combat carrying the load and ensuring that each replay is just engaging as the last. It is one life. Is one life enough to know Kung Fu? Maybe not. But I would happily spend mine playing Sifu to find out. That's from Richard Wakeling. And they gave it a 9 out of 10. They loved it.
Wow.
Um,
I don't know where I land on this game. I don't know whether I want it or not.
I think I want it bad, but not bad
Wow.
enough to buy it right now with 3 huge ass games coming in the next 2 weeks for me. That's
Sure.
kind of where I'm at. I will buy it eventually.
I will buy this on a deep sale.
Yeah. It's like Death's Door.
just
I
because
wanted
I'm
it
so
bad,
unsure.
and then I waited for a sale. I got it for $10 off, got it for 15, and now I'm not playing it. It's
Uh-huh.
just sitting there downloaded. Damn it. But
Mm.
we'll get there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
Moving
Sifu.
on. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Moving on to Nintendo Direct. This was yesterday, Wednesday,
Did you watch it?
February 9th, 2022. I did not. I was in class, but I was watching the Twitter feed.
Yeah.
All along.
I went on a walk for at like 2, came back like 2:30, caught the last 10 minutes. That was about it. Did anything?
I was
Sorry, you go. My bad. I'm all over the place. I'm all over the place
I was
right now.
I as I was reading this, I was excited. I was like, "Whoa, this is a huge Nintendo Direct." But it doesn't seem like you have the same reaction.
A lot of people were so excited about it, and I read everything. I'm like rereading everything. I'm like, what did I miss? What did I miss? Why are people like juiced? And I get it. I think there's a couple things to be excited about, but people are like, oh, this was one of the best Nintendo Directs. No way.
I think it's one of the best Nintendo Directs.
There's no way. No way.
Are you kidding me?
Hit me, James.
We'll talk. We're gonna get. First of all, No Man's Sky launches on Switch this summer and promises 5 years of updates.
That's crazy.
That promise comes from Sean Layden on Twitter.
Now, is that 5 years of updating content? Like, is that 5 years of new content or bringing the content that has already been out for the console and PC version to Switch in the next 5 years?
I'm gonna say it's the latter
because I think
but
they said
he
they're
didn't
done.
specify.
They have 15 expansions out for
Right.
No Man's Sky,
Right.
which is crazy. Yeah,
Good for them.
all for free. Yeah,
But I think it is the latter that they
Okay.
are bringing stuff that's already on PC and console, and they're gonna try and figure it out how
Which
to
is
get
cool.
that onto Switch, which
Yeah.
I think is really cool.
Mhm.
Do you want to go back and forth between these bad boys?
yeah. Unless there's one that really sticks out to you that you really want to talk about, but
We'll just keep going.
I have here the Kingdom Hearts Cloud Collection. I said, LOL, no thank you, gamers. I don't want to play no cloud gaming on my Switch. No, I don't want any streaming.
Oh,
You can't download these games locally. It's $90 for this collection, and you can't play them locally.
Damn. Which I feel like is a little counterintuitive to the Switch's design.
Yeah, I want to play it on the go. Why do I have to be connected? Yeah, exactly. I agree.
But for some people only have Switches though.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Very true.
New Kirby trailer showcasing the throat goat himself, absolutely guzzling large items such as a car and a telephone booth. And I love the traffic cone that people
Yeah.
have made as their media
Like,
folder.
that's super funny. I have not seen that.
But I can't fucking wait for Kirby. This might be one of my most anticipated games of the year.
Yeah, it looks fun. It looks fun. I don't know. It's goofy. It's Kirby, man.
I love Kirby.
What is it called? Forgotten Lands? Kirby and
Yeah.
the Forgotten Lands, yeah. And then we have Disney Speedstorm announced, which is just a Mario Kart type ass game. That's what it is from Disney Pixar. It's free to play, cross-platform, online modes coming this summer. I don't know why they say cross-platform if it says it's only coming to Switch. So I'm assuming it's coming to other stuff as well. It has to if it's cross-platform.
Okay.
But yeah.
Prepare for a different story set in the same use as Fire Emblem Three Houses with Eldegard, Dimitri, and Claude in Fire Emblem Warriors Three Hopes, arriving to Nintendo Switch on June 24th. What kind of game is this? Is this a straight like a normal Fire Emblem?
So no, it's not. It's so you know Fire Emblem Three Houses?
Yes.
This is like 3 more characters that are in 3 houses, but a different game called Three Hopes. And it's just like same universe, but you're playing as different characters and you're doing different things.
Is it same gameplay style?
I'm assuming so. Yeah, they didn't really show gameplay. They just showed a little trailer. Did you play 3 houses?
No, but it's right up my alley.
Okay.
And I would love it.
Yeah.
I need to buy it. That's my next, because it's an XCOM ass game.
Yeah.
And it's got like the It's also got, like, the sort of real life, like, relationship stuff that Persona 5 has
Mm,
that I love.
yeah,
So it's a perfect marriage between the Persona 5, like, role play
yeah.
stuff and the XCOM,
Combat.
um, combat. Oh, it's right up my alley.
A new Mario Strikers game for Nintendo Switch was announced during the direct, and it will be released June 10th. People were hyped AF about this.
Right?
I've never played Mario Strikers before.
Oh,
Ever.
Finn!
It's soccer, right? It's like
This is
soccer.
why yeah, but it's epic. Like,
When was the
but
last Mario Strikers? Wii?
for GameCube
Oh, it's been a long
or no,
time.
for Wii.
Yeah. Okay.
They released the original Mario Strikers for GameCube, and then they released the next one on Wii, and it's so sick because all of like all of the characters have unique moves that they
Yeah.
can do, like super moves.
I do
It's
like the
so much
trailer.
fun.
The trailer that they had for this was sick. They showed like
I didn't watch the trailer, but I'm still hyped.
it did show them doing these like it's like I don't know, goes into like a comic book type thing and they like do this
Yeah.
huge slam. Like it
Oh
looked
my
cool. It was cool.
god. It's so fun,
Okay.
Vin.
All right, maybe I'll get
It's
excited
so
about
much
this.
fun. Splatoon 3 launches in the summer.
Yeah. And
Right.
apparently people they showed a little gameplay of it and they're like why didn't they just release this as DLC for Splatoon 2? Like it doesn't make sense, but I don't know. I'm not a Splatoon
There's
guy,
a
so
lot, but like they released a whole story like thing,
yeah,
like a gameplay demo like a year ago, and it looked totally different than Splatoon 2.
right. No, that's and then
Like
they
the
showed the
single player looks
gameplay
insane.
and then it looks similar, like very similar. So it's like maybe they have a story mode.
Ugh,
Well, I don't know. There's some huge
ugh.
Splatoon fans out there. I don't want to trash on Splatoon. You know, we'll get they're like K-pop fans. They go crazy. They go crazy. God bless the K-poppers. Okay. Next up, Force Unleashed, the Wii version is coming to Switch on April 20th. I do love Force Unleashed. I do
Vincent, how
love
are you not excited about this?
because I've played Force Unleashed 10 times. I played
Oh
it
my
10
god! But
times.
every time we talk about, it, you're like, oh my god, Forest Unleashed.
But I don't want to play it with motion controls. Like they
I feel like it would be dope with motion controls.
okay, I was reading on Twitter. I don't know. I never played Force Unleashed on Wii, but people said Force Unleashed Wii version is the definitive like best edition of Force
It
Unleashed you
kind of
could do.
fucked. I played it. Yeah, it fucked.
That's crazy. I've only played it on
It's a lot of
PS3.
this. It's a lot of this.
Maybe I'll love it. Maybe I'll love it. I don't know. I'll get it.
Man.
I'll get it. Screw it. Let's go. Let's jump into Star Killer shoes again.
Portal Companion Collection, which is 1 and 2 coming to Switch this year. This is also huge.
This is awesome. And this is evidence that it might be coming to other consoles as well. It's the first time they've been bundled together since like an old thing that Valve did like a while ago. So people are like, oh, maybe it comes to consoles again. That'd be sick. With like a level creator. I don't know. Could be interesting.
Mm.
Earthbound Beginnings are now available on NSL, which is
Nintendo Switch Online.
yeah, thank you, Nintendo Switch Online. I thought it was going to be a like NES Online, but it's not that. It's not that at all. These games look gorgeous. I love them.
They look so nice. And they're so classic.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, this is huge for a lot of people. I want to play them.
Mhm.
I have Nintendo Switch Online. I'll
Yep.
play them.
I'll download it.
So, this is probably the biggest announcement of the entire direct.
This
for
is
me.
the best
And
announcement.
I know for a lot of people, this is
Easily
the
for
best
me.
announcement. Nintendo Switch Sports announced.
I was hype. James.
See?
James, do you know why? I've literally talked about this on the podcast before. They need a sports game. They need this.
they need this.
Wii Sports Resort. These are classics, dude.
These are classics.
What are they bringing
For
with it?
sports, we have tennis, bowling, chambar, which is Japanese like sword fighting.
Yep.
Soccer, badminton, volleyball, but there's no Mii's.
James,
But there is golf coming in the fall.
I'm a little upset here. Let me tell you why. The Switch has Mii capabilities, James. I have made a Mii for Mario Kart 8, and I can race with my Mii in Mario Kart 8. Why the hell are there not Mii's in Nintendo Switch Sports and these shitty avatars that look not good? They look like just okay. I don't know. But James,
They're like spiritual successors to Mii's.
I need you to get your bowling shoes on, James, because I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go right now. Like, I can't wait for this.
No one could ever beat me at fencing, so I'm really looking for Chambara.
Oh, I'm ready to go. I'll start practicing.
This is, dude. Did you see the Batman looked crazy
It did
too.
look crazy. Did you see they put on man, what's his name? Damn it. He's in all the Switch directs. I always
I
forget his
don't
name.
remember.
But he put on he has a whole like athletic wear suit that he put on
Yes,
just for a 30-second demo of badminton. It was awesome. It was so
it
good.
was so cool. And then volleyball. Oh my god, are you
They're
kidding?
like, oh, you can
Okay.
spike, set. Like,
Yes.
I'm all about it. I'm all about it. This is the longevity
It's
that the
so
Switch
good.
needs, is this game.
Okay. Here's a question though
Yep.
that I have.
Hit me.
Wii Sports optimally was played with 4 people.
Yeah.
How am I gonna charge 4 Joy-Cons?
I think this is an age-old Switch question. Especially when we're playing Smash and stuff. Like, how am I gonna charge these Joy-Cons? You just gotta have 2 on there charged, and then you gotta charge the other 2 before the friends come over. It's that type situation, and it's never gonna be an easy fix unless you get some knockoff third-party Joy-Con charging station.
I want to see what they do if we bring a Pro controller to Switch Sports.
You just throw it. You just kind of like you bring it up. Yeah.
I'm
I'm so excited for this.
two-handed.
James, I really want your opinion on this next one, okay?
Okay.
48 new tracks, new
insane.
courses. Well, not new. I guess they're coming as they're remade from previous
Remixed,
games.
remastered, yeah.
Are coming to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe as paid DLC. Good God. It's okay, I'm actually wrong on this. When the trailer came out, my initial thing was they're gonna charge us $25 per every 8 maps, which is 2 circuits. But that's not true. It's $25 for all 48. I was corrected on this yesterday, which is much better deal. I would not pay 25 for 8, but I would definitely pay 25 for 48.
Yep.
How do you feel about this?
As opposed to it's either more maps or we just get a new Mario Kart.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel like we should have just gotten a new Mario Kart.
Me too. Mario Kart 8 came out on the Wii U, didn't it? Came out on the Wii U. This is the deluxe edition that's on the Switch. It's 8 years old or something. Yeah, check it out.
No way.
It's came out a while ago. Not deluxe, but regular, just Mario Kart 8.
And it came out on Wii U.
Yeah. So I think we're past due for a new Mario Kart game, especially with new mechanics and stuff. Like, I'm ready. I'm ready for a little something, spice it up a little bit. Not to say Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is bad, because I think it's pretty solid. It is pretty solid.
It is a great Mario Kart game.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Take it as you will. I would say I've heard a lot of people disappointed that we're not getting Mario Kart 9, but I guess since I already own Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I'm like, $25 for 48 more maps. It's a lot more playtime in there. I don't know.
Will they re-release Mario Kart 8 as a bundled form with the 48 new courses?
100% sure. We're going to get Deluxe Squared or the Ultra Deluxe. That's
what I want, because I still have never bought Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Yeah. It's a good time. It's a great time. Finally, one more, James. What do we got?
Xenoblade Chronicles 3 announced. Coming to Nintendo Switch. More details are available in a message. Tetsuya Takahashi from Monolith stated that he gave more details on Nintendo.com.
Yeah. The trailer for this looks so gorgeous, dude. It looks awesome. It looks
really cool. I just saw a lot of screenshots for it.
Yeah.
God. Okay, so about this, my buddy Matt was talking to me before. You know Matt.
Yep.
We were talking before this Nintendo Direct dropped, and he said, "All right, well, if they unveil Xenoblade Chronicles 3, like I think they will, Xenoblade Chronicles 2's prices are going to skyrocket." So he said,
Really?
"I'm going to try and pick up a copy of Xenoblade 2." He said, boom. He said he copped one for $60 yesterday, right before the Nintendo Direct.
Yeah.
And then right afterward, prices shot up to $70, $80 a copy. For
Why?
Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Do they have a limited physical release or something?
I think so.
Weird. Okay. I know a lot of people love it.
I want to play it really bad.
Isn't Xenoblade Chronicles 2 also on PC?
Nope, just on Switch.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. Did not know that. But yeah, looks cool.
I want to play this game real bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, $83 on Amazon right now. New.
How do you feel
for
about
the standard edition?
Us getting zero Breath of the Wild stuff during this?
I need to ask another question. How do I feel about getting zero Hollow Knight Silk Song?
Do you think that would come with the Switch reveal? Or do you think that would be
What do you
somewhere
mean a
else?
Switch review?
Or do you think that would go along with the Nintendo Direct? Or would that be somewhere else?
Oh, I think it would absolutely go with this Nintendo Direct.
Okay. Well, I know the fans are everywhere, though. You could play it anywhere.
Fans are everywhere, but I feel like Hollow Knight was unveiled through a Nintendo Direct.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure we'll get more. That comes out this year. Silk Song comes out this year, right?
Supposedly.
Okay. I was seeing in the tweet you sent, we could talk about this now if we want. The Sony releases 7 new indie updates. A lot of people posted the Silk Song, like a meme of it with a clown face on the Hollow Knight character, like this should have been one of the things revealed. Take us through what we got this morning, though, for the new indie releases or updates. I just skipped one.
For new indie updates?
Yeah.
We're going straight into it?
Straight into it.
All right. So this morning, Sony released 7 new indie updates and announcement every 15 minutes for 1 hour starting at 7 a.m. They released a new look at Moss Book 2, which was a PlayStation VR title about a mouse.
Yep.
Like a little fantasy mouse. People love the shit out of this game. Vin, you'd probably really like Moss. You should play it.
Probably.
PSVR.
I probably love it.
Oh, you didn't talk about that. You said you were going to talk about it.
Oh, I've been grinding Beat Saber. That's all. I've been playing so much Beat Saber, and it's a lot of fun. And VR's cool.
Also, the PlayStation VR 2 website went live this week.
Yes, it did, which is crazy.
Did you read through it?
Just skimmed it. I didn't like read all of it.
Shit, it sounds so fucking cool.
Yeah, the PSVR one is mid. It is very mid.
It really sounds like they're doubling down. They got the eye tracking. They talked about like how I'm just gonna go into this for just a second. Like they talk about how you like eye tracking is gonna help like focus things, so like you'll be able to like read things because it'll like blur out backgrounds.
That's very cool.
You'll know what you're looking at. They're bringing the whole like dual sense mechanics to the controllers. They said they got adaptive triggers. They got finger sensing. They got like oh my god, they're like advanced rumble.
Yeah.
Haptic feedback. That is. God, it just sounds so cool.
Yeah. I can't wait. I can't wait to try it.
Anyway, moving back to the 7 new indie updates. Animal Well announced for PS5. I didn't take a look at what this was.
I just saw
look
a
at
single
it at
picture.
the PlayStation blog post.
Yeah.
I just also saw the single picture. A new TMNT Shredder's Revenge gameplay promoting Splinter as playable. This game looks really cool, by the way. Retro Doom-like FPS post Void announced. Kind of fun.
Which I've seen pictures of that before.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if it was just announced for PlayStation or like something, but I've definitely seen. I saw the image and I was like, I've seen something like this before, or something that I don't know if it was post Void, but
Are you not thinking of Void Bastards?
No, not Void Bastards, which is so sick. Void Bastards is dope.
I love Void Bastards. One of my favorite roguelites. Wow. Salt and Sacrifice launches May 10th on PlayStation 4/5. This is one of the games that I remember being very excited about at one point, but I forgot why.
Okay.
Next up, we got Samurai Gun 2 announced for PlayStation 5 and Hello Neighbor 2 announced for PlayStation 4 and 5.
Oh, Salt and Sacrifice has that like really cool 2D but glowing like atmosphere. Like everything glows.
Oh, was that the one you like told me? Oh,
no, it's not. That was an Xbox one.
Oh shit! Do you remember what that game was called?
I forget off the top of my head, but that was the coolest game that Xbox showed off at their huge conference.
Oh, Salt and Sacrifice looks really cool. It looks like a 2D cool. Souls-like. Yeah, this looks really cool. All right.
Did you say the last two?
All right, we're going. I did.
Okay, sweet.
I don't know much else about that. Are we jumping back to?
We're jumping back.
We're jumping back. All right, Finn, tell me what we got going on for today's. I don't want to say topic of the show.
It's just a big topic. It's just big news, baby.
Big topic.
Grand Theft Auto 6 development is, quote, well underway, Rockstar says. This comes from Video Games Chronicle. In a statement posted on the company website, the studio has addressed concerns from players that there has been no news on the 6th game in the hugely successful series. Quote, with the unprecedented longevity of GTA 5, we know many of you have been asking us about a new entry in the Grand Theft Auto series, the statement reads. With every new project we embark on, our goal is always to significantly move beyond what we have previously delivered. We are pleased to confirm that active development for the next entry in Grand Theft Auto series is well underway. In January, Rockstar's parent company revealed its intention to acquire Zynga at $12.7 billion. As a part of the announcement, the company forecast its compound annual growth rate through 2024 will be 14%. So they're planning on growing by 14% in 2 years. It's big.
Mm.
They're already huge. As spotted by
Mhm.
Axios, the lead industry analysts to believe the publisher is planning a major release for its fiscal year ending in March 31st, 2024. So,
Oh shit.
this could be saying that Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming before
By
that March
2024.
3rd, March 2024 date, which
So
is
you're thinking,
yeah.
so GTA, I feel like always releases in the fall.
Okay.
So I'm thinking fall 2023.
That would make sense. It would make
That would
sense.
make sense. That would check out.
It just has to be in the fiscal year that ends in 2024 or ends March 31st, 2024. So it's not even it can't launch beyond that. That's what this article is
Uh-huh.
saying.
Right.
If they want to make that 14% growth rate. Which is insane, baby. We might be playing a new GTA game in the next couple years, and they still are launching GTA 5 again 1 year before this game comes out.
That the GTA 5 re-release was supposed to come out like last year.
And now it's in March. Now they pushed it to March. They're being very quiet about it.
This worries me, Vin,
James, this
because
game
I
came out
want
on
Rockstar to
PS3.
take their time with it. What?
Sorry. We're talking GTA. I was talking GTA 5. Okay, continue.
Rockstar has been having so many internal issues
Hmm.
over this past year. Think about Grand Theft Auto Remastered.
Oh, yeah. Yikes. Talk about
Yeah.
a cash grab.
You know what I
baby.
mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which leads me to ask the question of what is their model for this game when it releases? Do you think they hard release the single player and say multiplayer later? Do you
Just
think
like they did
lead
with GTA 5.
multiplayer,
Hmm.
just like they did with GTA 5? Do you think they'll release both at the same time?
Great question. Here's what this is the track record I feel like of these
Mhm.
Rockstar games. Same with Red Dead 2. Red Dead 2, it took like 3 or 4 months. No, not 3 or 4 months. Like a month or so to release online after the game. They
Mhm.
just launched the story at first. But GTA 5, it was multiple months before they launched the
Right.
online. I remember
Multiplayer.
that. That was a huge deal. I mean,
Mhm.
I don't know. At that time I was in middle school when GTA 5 launched. It was a
Yeah.
big deal for people
You and
waiting
me
for that
both.
online. Sign up for Social Club. I think it's
Yep.
Social Club, all that kind of stuff.
Yep. Grand
Um,
Theft Auto Social Club.
I
Or
guess
Rockstar Social Club.
I would assume the story comes out and then online comes out afterwards. And I mean, people are still playing GTA 5 online, so I don't know, in different ways. Here's my question for you, James. Do you think that GTA 6's setting is going to be in America or, whatever their take on America is, or do you think it's going to be somewhere else? Because there's some rumors heavily leaning towards a Europe setting.
That'd be dope. That'd be different.
What would you want to see if it was in Europe?
Oh my god, I don't know.
It's a lot of options.
London or Paris?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want London again because I feel like we just got Watch Dogs, which was really shit London. Like they'd have to really make London really
You know
good.
what? Yeah, I feel like that would rub Ubisoft the wrong way. Having a London game. London
Yeah.
open world game. I feel like it would kind of undermine Watch Dogs.
Give me like
What are you thinking?
give me Japan. Give me Japan.
Oh, that's
so
not
cool.
Europe.
It's not Europe. It's not Europe. But I'm sorry.
Japan would be cool as hell.
Yeah.
Well, what about like this is different, like very different game, but what about like something like Yakuza?
Oh, make that kind of game?
No, but I'm saying like do you think it would rub Capcom with Yakuza the wrong way?
I don't know. I feel like if every game is set in like American open world too, it's like I don't know. It would rub everybody the wrong way too. I don't know if they're too worried about it. Rockstar knows they're at the top, baby. If anybody, other people would rub them the wrong way, not them rubbing other people the wrong way.
Fair enough.
But I'm just kind of excited. I'm excited to see what the hell is going to be different because GTA 5 is so long ago and it's still like a standard on things. What is going to be this next version of standard?
Right, and Rockstar always has, or at least has in the past, been very, very good at being innovative with their Grand Theft Auto titles.
Yeah.
I mean, with Red Dead as well.
Yeah.
Remember the mechanics that came out with Red Dead?
Oh, I love Red Dead.
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like with horses' balls, getting smaller when it gets colder and shit like that. Just like Rockstar pays attention to detail.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm really interested to see how that looks on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X with like much higher hardware overhead,
Yeah.
um, and just what possibilities come about as a result of that.
God, I can't wait. So, for all your more news, all the more news on GTA 6, you can come back to Strictly
Mhm.
Casual, baby. Thank you for watching. If you want to watch the whole podcast, become a member here on YouTube or listen to the whole thing for free on audio platforms. Thanks, guys. Well, bam.
Easy.
Easy money.
Microsoft says Call of Duty will release on PlayStation, quote, into the future. This comes from GameSpot. In a new blog post addressing incoming App Store changes to presumably ensure regulatory compliance for the deal, Microsoft explicitly mentions Call of Duty as one of the franchises it plans to continue supporting on PlayStation, quote, beyond the existing agreement and into the future, end quote. Now, to keep in mind, that existing agreement is for the next 3 years.
Yes. No, 2 years. It's 2 years.
3 titles?
Two. Did they say 3 titles?
I don't know. I remember the number 3 being in there, but I could be
Okay.
wrong.
All
Could
right.
be
All
wrong.
right. You might be right. You might be right.
I
Oh
don't
no,
know.
3 titles because one is the new Warzone. So it's 2 yearly and then the
There it is.
Warzone title.
There it is. Next quote. To be clear, Microsoft will continue to make Call of Duty and other popular Activision Blizzard titles available on PlayStation through the term of existing agreement with Activision. The statement reads, and we have committed to Sony that we will also make them available on PlayStation beyond the existing agreement, and into the future so that Sony fans can continue to enjoy the games they love. We are also interested in taking similar steps to support Nintendo's successful platform. Wild. We believe this is the right thing for the industry, for gamers, and for our business. End quote. Finn, what is your initial reaction? What does this make you feel when you read this quote?
uh, I don't know. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me that Nintendo or that Xbox would pay all these billions of dollars to keep Call of Duty open to everybody. It doesn't make sense to me. But do you know what does make sense to me is this tweet that you commented on earlier in the week.
Mhm.
I forget whose tweet it was, but you were asking, or they were trying to say that Xbox wants to be the like number one most played place. They were making some
Hold
sort of
on.
statement like
Do you
that.
mind if I bring up the tweet thread? Do you
Yeah,
want me to do you
absolutely.
want me to read it? So this is a I'm trying to find the original tweet thread. He's a video games uh journalist for Axios,
Okay.
and he was talking about it says something that stood out to me when I recently his name is Stephen or Stefan Totillo. He said something that stood out to me when I recently interviewed Phil Spencer was his emphasis on rising player counts, which I think is key to understanding Microsoft's strategy. I want to share where that conversation went. Warning, this will be a bunch of tweets. You might say, of course, game companies always boast about this stuff, but this metric seems key to Microsoft, which recently shared that Halo Infinite reached 20 million players, Forza Horizon 5 reached 18 million players. Remember, that was helped with mixes of Game Pass and free to play. Spencer said to me, this is Stephen Totillo, I love the Forza 5 and Halo stats. I love how many people played Psychonauts 2 versus Psychonauts 1. So when I look at the teams, and when Todd and I talk about Starfield, it's how do we make sure this is the most played Todd Howard game ever, end quote.
That's right.
Bear in mind, Todd's team also made Skyrim. He continued, as a platform, I think we have a lot to do with that. Quality of the title is number one, no doubt about that. But that'll be success. That will be success for me for the individual games. Can we really make these games? Can we really make these games? Can we allow them to reach more players than they've ever seen before? And I say that because I believe the social impact of interactive entertainment. Since we were talking in the wake, this is Stefan again. Since we were talking in the wake of Microsoft buying Activision announcement, I wondered, meaning make Call of Duty and World of Warcraft even more popular. Like how? To which Spencer said, "Yeah, I want more people to be playing WoW in 5 years than are playing today. I want more
Yeah.
people to be playing Call of Duty in 5 years, more people to be playing Candy Crush in 5 years because we made it more accessible to more people." And then he goes on
So
to
go
other
read your response because I thought this is interesting to me.
my so then
Your question. Yeah.
I replied to him and said, "So my question is, in the wake of the conversation regarding exclusivity, is there any plan to try and bridge that gap to other platforms, especially in regards to Starfield and Bethesda titles, to achieve the goal of making them the most played titles of their studios?"
Yeah. Right. And to which he responded.
To which he responded, he quote tweeted me and said, "This is a good question. How does Starfield become the most played Bethesda slash Todd game on a planet covered in copies of Skyrim? My theory has been that it becomes part of a big Xbox cloud gaming push to smart TVs, phones, but Microsoft won't
Right.
confirm any cloud plans for it."
It's I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. We're gonna get the Chromecast Xbox Game Pass thing. You just plug it
We're
into
gonna
your
get
TV and it just connects you to a
we're gonna get
controller.
it built into a smart TV.
Yeah, it's
Next Samsung
gonna
Smart
happen.
TV, it's already gonna come with Game Pass pre-installed
Yep,
with a controller in the box.
right. And probably a
You
3 month
get your
subscription.
Yep, and a 3-month subscription. Absolutely.
Yeah,
New Samsung OLED gaming like TVs
yeah, it's gonna happen.
easily. Or Samsung uses QLED, it'd be LG OLED.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, there's so much going on. Like, I don't even know. Where are we going to be in 6 months, James? I don't know. Where are we going to be in a year? I don't know.
This is a volatile year
Yep.
for gaming because we have no idea where the direction is going to go. People have been saying that console gaming is going to be dead
And it could
very,
be.
very
It
soon.
could be.
And it could be. I cannot own a PlayStation by the next console cycle.
Right.
Maybe I decide, oh, it's more cost effective for me to just sell my PlayStation 5 for market value,
Mm-hmm.
use that $500 on on that Game Pass subscription so that I can just play games,
Yeah.
all like as many games that come to Game Pass. And when Microsoft is as dedicated to bringing as many games as possible to Game Pass into their platform,
Yeah.
it's not a huge loss for me to miss out on 5 or 6 games. Bless you.
Sorry.
My goodness.
Apologize.
And as much as I like want to, like for a lot of people, they're making that decision. I'm not going to act like every gamer in the gaming space has the money for
No way.
brand new consoles
Yeah.
and to be picking up these AAA titles whenever they come out, or even like unless they go on a deep sale. Even then, like I imagine they scrounge around for
This is an expensive hobby.
somebody to pick the
Straight
game.
up.
This is a very expensive hobby.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Especially when these new consoles, in order to take advantage of the hardware, you got to be paying, at least what 200-300 bucks if you're lucky, and that's like secondhand.
Right.
I paid 200 bucks for both of my 4K monitors, but also like monitors aren't the reality for everyone. A lot of people are paying on
Yeah.
TVs, which also go a lot
Yeah.
more expensive most of the time. So this could be huge for so many people who do not have like the privilege of
Yeah.
a next gen console.
I think we're gonna see some huge changes when the app comes to a TV. Not just the built-in, but like on Roku, you can now download the Xbox Game Pass app and like Bluetooth your controller to your TV and be good to go.
Yep.
Things like that.
I can already Bluetooth my AirPods to my TV,
That's crazy. That's crazy.
right?
Yeah.
What about one more controller?
What about it? What about it?
What about it? It's nothing.
It's nothing.
It's nothing.
Next up, guys, Stadia reportedly deprioritized as Google focuses on selling streaming tech to third parties instead. So they're like, oh, we have this technology, but Stadia's dead in the water. So let's sell this technology to other companies, which is hilarious. This comes from Eurogamer. Stadia's misfortunes are well documented. Despite initial praise for the service's streaming capabilities at launch in 2019, a slow, problematic rollout meant Google failed to capitalize on initial consumer interest. The extent of Stadia's failing started to become clear when the company announced it was closing its first-party game development studios. Honestly, I think the red flags came way before that, but that was, I guess, the first public red flag. And that was less than 14 months after launch, with a lot more reports claiming the streaming platform was missing its targets for monthly active users by hundreds of thousands. By hundreds of thousands. Although Google continued to insist Stadia was alive and well as 2021 progressed, they launched a couple things to support the service, including time-limited demos, revenue schemes for developers, and a new Business Insider report claims that the company has now deprioritized the service internally and has diminished interest in securing blockbuster third-party titles to boost its library. So they're not even trying to get games anymore for it. They're done.
Nope.
They're all done.
They're done with gaming.
Less than 20% of the Stadia's team focus is now said to be on the platform. The remainder is on tech sales. So you have a team of 100%. 80% of those is no longer working on the product and working on selling that product to other people. They're done. Stadia is done. Do not buy in. Okay?
Which is a perfect time for Apple to join this gaming space.
I don't know.
I don't know. If it was a time, it would be now. Or who's buying this tech? Microsoft.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I mean, that's also where my mind goes, is with what we just talked about, in Game Pass coming to TVs.
Yeah.
This makes perfect sense.
I guess the competition right now is so like if we're talking about streaming games, it is Xbox. It is
Yep.
Xbox. There's no one else in that conversation that is
Nope.
doing it. Yes,
Not
Stadia might
Amazon.
have.
That's for damn sure.
Nope, not Amazon. Not
They tried.
Luna. Like, are we getting? That's gonna be what Apple is though. Even though Apple's like, if they try to come in as a competitor for this, it's gonna take them a long time to bolster up, unless they make some huge moves right away. And I don't know what they would do
Unless they buy Sony.
unless they buy Sony, and then Apple is Sony. You know,
Yeah.
it's crazy. So, anyways, Google said it's still focused on bringing great games to Stadia in 2022, but who's buying it? Not me. Not me.
No.
I feel bad for all the people that bought the developing packs. I know a lot. I know about 3 people that bought the development packs for
I
Stadia.
almost did. Oh my goodness. I
Yeah.
almost did.
We're just not ready. We're not ready for streaming yet, or for streaming games, cloud streaming games.
Yeah.
Even if
that's
the technology is
other thing.
perfect, we're not
Like
ready.
the streaming technology, because I
Yeah.
think the big bottleneck for this is internet connection. Like I don't
Totally.
think anyone has internet connection good enough to support cloud gaming.
No, you could do 720 cloud gaming to 1080 cloud gaming maybe, but I want to be
Mm-hmm.
1440 4K in cloud gaming. But my internet will
Right.
not do that. No shot.
My internet will not say
And I
either.
have decent internet.
That's where Google Fiber comes in.
I know Google Fiber won't come to my
Google
freaking
Fiber?
house, bro. It's not. We're
I
not.
know.
We're not
It
on the
won't come to a
block
lot
yet.
of people's houses, dude.
We'll get there eventually.
Eventually.
That's it for Stadia. R.I.P. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Ah!
Punches Mike. He's so
Punches.
mad about Stadia.
I was gonna do
Oh.
the send off.
Uh-huh.
Next up, Bloomberg. This comes from 9 billion, reporting on Bloomberg article.
Because Bloomberg's
Ubisoft has
pay to win. So
you do have to pay to like view their articles,
Yep.
but Ubisoft has turned an Assassin's Creed Valhalla expansion into a standalone title last year, featuring Basim and a smaller scope than usual mainline AC titles. It will focus more on stealth gameplay and is planned for either late 2022 or 2023. And that again comes from 9 billion and
Mhm.
Bloomberg. Eurogamer corroborated the report on the next standalone Assassin's Creed game and reveals that it might use the city of Baghdad as its main setting. This is a new standalone title meant to fill the gap before the arrival of the previously reported Assassin's Creed Infinity.
Yeah.
It won't be a huge open world RPG like recent entries.
Yep. Cool. What do you think about this? What do you make of it?
This is actually a little bit of a relief to me
Yeah.
because Assassin's Creed Valhalla was just too much for me. I made me fatigued.
Oh yeah.
I think this would be a very good like return to form for the Assassin's Creed franchise.
Mhm.
I would love to see more contained and have like deeper systems
Yeah.
as opposed to like wider systems.
Mhm.
I hope this is I hope this is true. I mean, it seems pretty true because
Yeah.
it's 2 sources.
I mean, and it kind of seems like Assassin's Creed Infinity, this next huge one, is like on a live service scale of a game.
Unfortunately.
And if Valhalla is not on a live service scale of a game, can you imagine what they're working on as the big one? Because Valhalla is already too big. It is too big.
It is too big.
It is very overwhelming. I'm not ready to say it's a bad game because I have a lot of fun with playing it, but like it's overwhelming. I don't want to spend 100 hours. I want to spend like 30, maybe.
Yeah. This gives me big Assassin's Creed Rogue vibes.
Which I never played. That one.
I never played either. I heard it wasn't very good.
What is another one? They did a couple when the PS4 was coming out and the Xbox One was coming out, and they released a couple separate games on PS3 that
was one of them.
Okay, there was Rogue and there was one more, but I forget.
There's also those smaller stories that they released for mobile platforms like PlayStation Vita and PlayStation.
Oh yeah, and they were not side scrollers.
Like Liberation and those.
Oh yeah, that was the Assassin's Creed 3 side story thing, which was kind of dope.
There's a Japanese one, I think, or a Chinese one.
There was 3. Those are separate. So the Liberty one was that was like full third person like Assassin's Creed type game, but like on a smaller scale. And then they did 3 different, I don't know, time periods and stuff, and they were more like side scrollery kind of things.
Yeah, they were,
which were kind of cool. Or side scroller, but like still kind of 3D. It was
3D
interesting.
side scroller.
Yeah, you can get those on sale now for like $5 for all 3 of them. Kind of cool.
Yeah, really cheap, really cheap.
Finally, the last story of the day. Uncharted film director Ruben Fescher says he's now working on a Jack and Daxter adaptation with PlayStation, which means, James, this gives me a little bit of hope. Maybe they like the Uncharted movie. Maybe there's some value to it enough to give him another PlayStation movie.
I think they've been creating this for longer
Sure.
than that.
But maybe they've been creating the movie longer, but attaching a director to it might not have been until more recently.
Sure.
Okay. This comes from Digital Trends. Sony is eyeing another one of its iconic video game franchises for a TV or movie adaptation, Jak and Daxter. Uncharted director Ruben Fescher confirmed that he's currently working on PlayStation on an adaptation of the platformer. Quote, I'm actually working on Jak and Daxter, a version of that, for PlayStation, and which I think it would really be cool to bring to life. He told Digital Trends in an interview promoting Uncharted, a Jak and Daxter adaptation has been in the works for quite some time. In 2013, Blockade Entertainment was set to create an animated feature based on that game and the Sly Cooper series. It's not clear if this is a continuation of that project, there's no way, or a revitalized one to coincide with Sony's newest push to video game-based movies. There's no way. 2013, no shot. It's 2022 right now. This is almost 10 years ago, and PlayStation Studios, the movie thing is pretty new, so maybe they took aspects of it, but I don't think it's a continuation on a TV series. No way. James, I have opening night tickets to Uncharted next week.
Holy fuck!
I'm going. I can't wait. I can't wait to get my hopes.
Who are you going with?
Brandon.
Nice.
Yeah. So we'll see. I'll let you know how it is. I'll let you know. You should go see it though. It's gonna be insane.
You need to get Brandon to play the games.
I do definitely.
He has a PlayStation 5 now.
I know. We got dinner the other night, and I was saying, dude, God of War's $10 right now. Like, you just got to pick it up. He's like, all right, next paycheck, I'm buying it.
So you should have it with the PlayStation Plus.
I don't think he has PlayStation Plus. That's the problem. But I said it's a must play. Like, you need to play it.
It is a must play.
Yeah, and he loved Ghost of Tsushima. Big Ghost of Tsushima guy. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Random fun stuff time.
Next up, baby. Stories without a story.
Stories without a story.
PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 software betas begin rollout. Details on PlayStation blog, namely their overhauls to party systems on both platforms.
Yeah, some more customization of the menus on PlayStation 5, which is needed.
Yeah.
Cheesy's hyped on this, baby. Wolf Among Us 2 revealed with a 2023 window to all platforms besides Switch. James, did you play Wolf Among Us Season 1?
No, but I would like to.
It is on sale right now on PlayStation for $2.74, so I bought it.
Shut up. I'll literally buy it.
I bought it and I downloaded it. I'm very excited to play it.
Great. Elden Ring previews are dropping today via Easy Allies, IGN, Video Games 24/7, Eurogamer, and RPG site. See sites for more info in their own respective previews.
Are you still on Blackout for Elden Ring? You just want to jump in, or are you going to look at some of this?
I'm not on Blackout. I saw like classes overviews and classes breakdowns, but I don't want to see anything.
Yeah, because GameSpot did some cool coverage last week.
I just want to go in blind at this point. I don't want to see anything about the bosses or the story. I just want to get that like the immersive environment based storytelling. I want to get all up in there and just sink my teeth into it. Finn, I need to ask you a question.
Tell me.
What class are you gonna play? Have you decided?
I haven't. I'm trying to beat Final Fantasy VII. Then I'll put my head into these. I'll put my head into this afterwards. You know. But I don't know.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna be a ranged character because as whatever I can play with ranged is my preferred play style. So.
Okay. There are a few different ranged classes.
Right. That's where I'm gonna have to make my decision. I've lowered it down to that, and that's it so far.
Okay.
Yeah. Can't wait for Elden Ring, dude. Some of the GameSpot stuff, they show them like approaching a boss and they don't show them fighting it at all, and it skips to right after they've beat it, so they don't give away any of the mechanics of the boss. I thought that was great. It was
so
genius.
Cool. Yeah. I love that.
I'm very, very excited for Elden Ring. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna get my ass kicked. I'm gonna be like, we're gonna have the same playtime on it, James. Like, you're gonna be like 25 hours in. I'm gonna be 25 hours in, and I'm still gonna be on the first hour and a half of the game. I already know it. Okay.
Maybe you're cracked, man.
Maybe I get cracked at Elden Ring. Who knows?
See, I was talking to Gabe about Bloodborne. He's on his Bloodborne playthrough.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I beat like the final boss first try. Like, I beat the second final boss on the third try. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I spent a whole day on both of those bosses.
Mm-hmm.
And so like, he's like, yeah, I got it. Like, and I learned the parry timing and like, I just learned how to play the game really well. And I was like, sure. Yeah, you did.
That's awesome.
So
good for him.
Gabe's cracked now. You could be cracked too.
I could be cracked. I just gotta put in the, as The Rock would say, put in the work, put in the hours, and take what's ours. You know?
Yep.
Yeah. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, get ready because next week is episode 100 of Checkpoint, in which we will have a special announcement on February 15th. So get ready. I mean, our podcast will go live on the 18th, but so this announcement will already be there, but it'll be a continuation of the celebration of the announcement. Okay. So get hype. Get freaking hype. I love you guys. James, any final words?
Thank you guys so much. We love you all.
Beautiful. Peace out.